Hi everyone, welcome back to Butcher's Review Hub, and today we're going to do a review about the new movie, Elevation. Now, Elevation is a 2024 American post-apocalyptic thriller action that is filmed by George Nolfi and stars Anthony Mackie, Morena Baccarin, and Maddie Hasson. Now, Elevation was released on the 8th of November 2024. Alright, let's get into the storyline of this one. Now, 3 years prior to the movie, these apex predators called Reapers come out from underneath the ground and pretty much take out most of humanity. And there's only a couple of survivors left in little pockets of communities, but they have to survive over 8,000 feet sea level.
Nina, you're the expert. Any idea why they don't go above 8,000 feet?
Mostly, I'm just hoping they don't change their minds.
For some reason, the creatures can't go above that. We don't know why until you get further into the movie. Now, they mainly focus on one of these communities, and that's the one where Anthony Mackie's in, and he plays a character called Will. Now, he's actually looking after his son Hunter, who has a lung disease. Now, that'd be pretty hard in, a post-apocalyptic world that, can't really get his supplies that easy. And after a certain amount of time, he runs out of these little air canisters. And that's when Anthony Mackie decides that he has to actually go into a city in Boulder to collect some air canisters. But that happens to be below 8,000 feet, and that's where, these Reaper creatures love to live.
I'm here. Take it easy. All right. Deep breaths.
Just like to pop in quickly and say thank you to everyone who's watching my videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new. All my returning viewers, thank you for the support. I appreciate it all. Thank you. Now let's get back to the review. Now, also in this community, Will, Anthony Mackie's character, is actually grieving the loss of his wife, because she decided that she'd go off with the scientists in this community to try and go back down to Boulder to a research lab to try and get a way to kill these Reapers. Now, unfortunately, along that trip, Anthony Mackie's character's Will's wife died. So he's sort of grieving as well as hating the scientists that's in the community as well.
You owe me this much. For Tara.
And once Anthony Mackie's character Will decides he's going to go, he teams up with two people. And that happens to be the Morena Baccarin character, and she's actually the scientist that actually got Anthony Mackie's character's wife killed. And then also his friend Maddie Hasson, who's playing another character in the movie, goes with him as well. Now, even though the other two are reluctant to go, Anthony Mackie has decided he needs to go, and that he's actually mapped out a special way that they would only have to go below 8,000 feet twice. But that would include going through a mine.
I have a way to Boulder. It's mapped out. We only go below the line twice.
And I'd also like to add in here quickly that, with these Reaper creatures, as well as you see, as long as this far in the movie, that they can't be killed, or no one has actually killed one before through explosions, bullets, lighting them on fire, anything like that. Yep. So they're in for a bit of adventure once they go below 8,000 feet, because then they can sense you as well. And yeah, when they get to this mine, they make an unfortunate discovery that the way that Anthony Mackie's character's mapped it out is actually blocked. So yeah, they actually have to go below the 8,000 feet, which happens to be where all the creatures are living in the mine.
Oh shit.
But yeah, once they're in the mine, it gets crazy. Even I was at the edge of my seat watching this one. Yeah, I wouldn't want to go through that mine myself if I was in this movie. It'd almost be like, oh, maybe going down the cliff might be a better option. But yeah, once they had some adventures in the mine, they got through, then they get out to the other side to Boulder. And that's when they stumble across a ranger's car, and next thing you know, it's a hoon into the city to try and get some supplies for his son.
Here we go.
Now, another thing with these creatures is they actually track us by our CO2 levels. So the more you breathe, the more it's going to find you. So that's pretty crazy as well, especially when you're trying to run away from it. You're breathing as hard as you can, aren't you? Yeah, again, once they get into Boulder and they have some adventures, he gets his stuff that he needs for his son, the lung stuff. The other doctor, the scientist, wants to go back to her lab so she can try and find a way to kill these creatures. That's about what I would like to leave with the storyline, because I'd really like you guys to go out and watch the one, because in actual fact, honestly, I was a bit hesitant at first to watch this, just because the trailer wasn't that good, but after watching this movie, I would definitely recommend everyone going. It is actually a really good watch. It had me on the edge of my seat the entire time. Anthony Mackie actually does a really good role in this one, wow. Yeah, first sitting down and watch this movie, I wasn't, expecting too much, because it was just, to me, it felt like it was a really quick, knocked together movie, but once you get into it, It actually really has a good story. It keeps you along the whole way. It's got a couple of twists along the way that you wouldn't actually expect, but you know, because sometimes we can read the storylines because we've watched that many movies these days. But nah, definitely go and watch Elevation with Anthony Mackie, and it's a really good watch. Like, I just want to talk about these Reaper creatures real quickly too, because they're like huge, and they came out of the under the ground, and no one knows where they came from. And this lady, the scientist, she's been studying for 3 years while they've been up in their little secluded spot where they can't get them, and she hasn't worked out anything about them. And then when you really get a closer look at them, it seems like they're blind and they can only track you through the CO2. But when you actually see them, they're huge creatures that look really awesome, and the special effects they used on them was really good. Like, wow. A shout out to Anthony Mackie. He really plays a good character in this one. Like, playing a single dad, he like really, you know, heartfelt to him. It was really good. It actually got me. There was even a couple of points in that almost made me cry. Definitely made my wife cry when we were watching it. So that's a good one for you, Anthony Mackie. Alright, let's get down to the nitty gritty in it. I really think the special effects in this one would be a 9 out of 10. We'll go, you know, the story definitely, I don't know, for some reason it really got to me, this story. I know a lot of people, you know, everyone's got their own opinion, but my one, this is a really good movie. I'll give it a 10 out of 10 for the story, and the characters, well, they played their roles really well. I'll give them an 8 out of 10 on that one. Right, in my conclusion, guys, I actually really think this is a great movie. I was hesitant at first, but no. In the end, this movie, I would actually honestly go watch it again right now. It's that good of a movie. The action, like the suspense in it, that was really good, as well as like the creatures. The special effects for some reason were just really good to me. There's a certain scene where they like got to go up a ski lift, but there's no snow and the ski lifts aren't working. So yeah, I can't wait for you to go see that one. If you actually get to see that scene, or whatever you think your favourite scene is, let me know and put it in the comments. I think all the cast played really good characters as well. You got Anthony Mackie playing the single father Will, and then you got Morena Baccarin playing the scientist. Now, she was really good in this film. Like, you get to find out a bit more of her backstory, like right near the end of it. But yeah, you just wait till you see that one. And then the other one, Maddie Hasson, who plays Anthony Mackie's friend at the Community. She did a really good role. It's unfortunate to see when she goes out, but I can't wait for you to see that one. Now, in all honesty, guys, I'd definitely go out and see this movie. Like, it might not get as much hype as everything out, and it might be foreshadowed by the other movies that are coming out right now. But it's definitely a good watch to go check it out. Anthony Mackie plays a really good role in this one. It's nothing like his other movies, I feel. Now again, thank you for watching Bush's Review Hub. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.